Namaste. So today will be a very grammatic lesson. We will focus on the usage of the le particle in Nepali. In Nagari it's written like this. So the le particle is something that you attach to a noun in a sentence. In more specific terms, to a subject of a sentence. So, and there are two conditions that need to be fulfilled in Nepali. First of all, it needs to be a past tense, and then it needs to be a transitive verb. So past tense is simple. It's a simple past, present perfect, past perfect tense. So in English that would be I made tea is the simple past, and then we have I have made tea is the present perfect, and then we have I had made tea is the past perfect. The issue with the transitive and intransitive verb is a little more complicated, or at least you have to understand what is a transitive verb. A transitive verb is a verb that needs a direct object, and an intransitive verb is a verb where you cannot take a direct object. So a example for in English for a intransitive verb is, for example, to go. So you would say I go. This sentence is complete as such. You have I, this is the subject, and go is the verb, and that's it. I go. It doesn't need an object. It couldn't take a direct. You couldn't say I go the moon. I go the street. I go the car. It makes no sense whatsoever. But if you have a transitive verb, which is actually the more common case, you do take usually a direct object. So you would say a direct verb is a direct verb. A transitive verb is, for example, to eat. I eat my lunch. So again, this is the subject, this is the verb, and then we have this here as the direct object. And how do you recognize something being a direct object? This is something that you can ask for with what or who additionally to the subject. For the subject you always ask with what or who, but then for the direct object you can ask as well. So you would ask I eat what, or you eat what, and then the answer would be I eat my lunch. So that makes it the direct object. So this is the difference between here in the first case intransitive and transitive. Okay. So that is basically all you need to understand. Of course, also you would need to understand how to build the past tense, which I will not be really explaining here. I'll just assume you know that, and we'll just take the third person singular past tense to give an example. So now we take a Nepali intransitive verb first. Let's take the same. What did I just use? I go. So, and we don't take the first person singular, I, we take third person singular, he or she. So, he goes. U, get the pen. U, za, ta. U, no, he goes. No, I made a mistake. Which mistake did I make? Did you notice? I used a present tense and not a past tense. So, and I was just explaining that we need past tense. So, dancer is present tense, simple present. So, we delete this, and instead we write he went. So, he went is u gayo. So u stays the same, and then we have ga, yo. U, gayo. U, gayo. U, ga, yo. So he went. And you see this is the noun and there is no le particle. But we see the difference now when we look at the transitive verb. This was the intransitive verb. So now we take, what did we take? Kanu, to eat. My lunch, what do you call lunch? Kana, would say kana, which is not very inventive. Kana is a very general term for food. But you would also say, to express I ate my lunch, kana kayo. He ate, so we want to say he ate his food, his lunch or dinner. Doesn't make a difference in Nepal. Okay, so, and now we have the pronoun, but it gets a attached le particle. And with this pronoun, it's a little bit irregular because you have to insert in between another consonant and s. So it looks actually like this: us, and then le, usle, and then kana, which is the direct object, kana, kana. Well, now I don't have enough space to properly write. Kayo, ka, yo. So, what did I write? Usle kana kayo. He food ate. I just translated. Usle ka na ka yo. Usle kana kayo. Okay. So you see, this is, here we have the transitive verb, here we have the intransitive verb, and again, this is only really the case for the past tense. For the present tense, you wouldn't say usle kana kansa, which would be, kansa is simple present, but you would say u kana kansa. So you would, I think you could, it wouldn't be wrong, but it's not obligatory. So the best way to remember would be really to say use the le in the past tense with transitive verbs only. So I just want to show you, it's just the very same if you don't use a pronoun but a noun. So we talk, we take Kitty. Kitty is the girl. Kitty is the girl. Now we we should use the female declination. Now we take Kita. Let's make it easy. Kita is the boy. So Kita, the first one was the boy went. Kita gayo. Same again, no le particle because we have an intransitive word. And then we take what did we kana kayo. And then what is it? Can you already guess? It's ketale kana kayo. Ketale kana kayo. Ke ta le kana kayo. Kitale kana kayo. Do you need the transliterations? Okay, I'll just write it once. Ke ta gayo and ke ta le ka na ka yo. Okay, and last but not least, I just want to say there are much less intransitive verbs than transitive words actually in Nepali. So it would be much more helpful to kind of be aware what are the intransitive verbs and practice that in contrast with with anything transitive. That would be like out of my head I could say it's aunu, to come, zanu, to go. We had that. Hasnu, to laugh. Runu, to cry. Did I write something down? Something that I wrote down? I think poknu should be also, for example, transitive. It means to spill, to overflow, and it wouldn't create the water overflowed. It should be. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. Or does it mean I spill something? Because then, of course, it would be transitive. So you kind of get a tiny idea of. Or bosnu. Bosnu is also intransitive. I stay or I sit. Mo Nepal ma basse. I stayed in Nepal. Mo Nepal ma basse. Okay, and then last but not least, do we have the time? Okay, again, just really quickly. There are a lot of verbs that combine with garnu, to do. So like, for example, maya garnu means actually to love. Maya is the love and maya garnu is to love. And all these constructions, there is the noun that forms the verb together with garnu is actually already the direct object. So all of these you should consider as transitive verbs. So even if for example, to work would be an intransitive verb in English actually, but in Nepali it's kam garnu. Kam is a noun, so it is a transitive verb. So you would use le in the past tense. Okay, we're running out of time. Namaste. Thank you for listening, and I hope you could follow along. Practice this. This was helpful, I think. And yeah, see you in the next video.